In chapter 1 of this epistle, the Apostle Paul revealed to us that God calls us to be holy because He is holy. But what does a holy person look like? Well, yesterday we were talking about that a holy person lives a life like Jesus lived. Peter said that a holy person, therefore, abstains from the passions of the flesh. A holy person keeps their conduct among everyone honorable. A holy person obeys human governments. A holy person does good works. A holy person lives as a servant of God, obeys His laws, and does what God says. And a holy person, if someone causes you to suffer unjustly, the holy person, would treat them with respect. They would be gracious to them. As such, a holy person is ready and willing to suffer when they do good, because Christ is a holy person's example. But what if you're married? Our text for today talks about this very thing. 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 1 through 9, titled, Wives and Husbands. Peter writes, Likewise, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that even if some do not obey the word, they may be won without a word by the conduct of their wives, when they see your respectful and pure conduct. Do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of hair and the putting on of gold jewelry or the clothing you wear, but let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart, with the imperishable beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which in God's eyes is very precious. For this is how the holy women who hoped in God used to adorn themselves, by submitting to their own husbands, as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. And you are her children, if you do good and do not fear anything that is frightening. Likewise, husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel, since they are heirs with you of the grace of life, so that your prayers may not be hindered. Finally, all of you have unity of mind, sympathy, brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind. Do not repay evil for evil or reviling for reviling, but on the contrary, bless. For to this you were called, that you may obtain a blessing. So far, the text. So, what does the life of a holy married person look like? Peter tells us in verse 1 that wives respect and obey their husbands, even if they are an unbeliever. For the wife may be able to witness to them with their holy living. Also, verse 3, holy wives look modest on the outside. Verse 4, but they are beautiful on the inside, as one with a warm heart and gentle personality. Husbands, Peter talks about in verse 7, they are to show honor to their wives always and be understanding, as she thinks differently than them. Oh, by the way, this is a gift from God. Finally, Peter encourages all of us that if we want to live a holy life, to verse 8, have sympathy, love for each other, have a tender heart, and live humbly. Bless all of those who are around you. For this is why we were called, to be holy as God is holy. Amen.